I started this company in 2005 because there was a need for it. These days, the 9-to-5 job, 40-40 plan just doesn't cut it. Back in the 70s and 80s, families could survive with one job. It was one-income families were comfortable. Then it wasn't. Then you needed two-income families. And back in the 90s, and that was fine. Then now it's not. Now it's two-income plus something else. That something else could be investment, a part-time job, or a business. For most people, having a part-time job is not feasible. So they start to look at starting a business. What better way to start a business from home? So this is why I decided to do this. But the issue with the home-based businesses are that they all do the same thing. It's always in nutrition or telecom or skincare. I want to do something that was different. So the most profitable items on the planet is fashion. So that's why I went to. My family background is in the jewelry, goes back to 1800s. I've been in the direct sales industry since I was 20 years old. That's 26 years now. Know the industry extremely well. Wrote a business plan, the blueprint for global wealth trade, and today we're in 94 countries, so it's been a nice ride. When I wrote the business plan, basically it was just me on my desk. So for about 36 hours, I was just writing the blueprint. And when I finally had all these pages and circles, I decided to I wrote my top 7 list. I started calling the top 7 people that I know. I was telling about the vision of where this company is going. Some saw the vision and jumped on board right away because of my track record in business. Some thought it was too ambitious and it just wasn't going to work. And that's what it was. It's me telling a few more people, them getting excited, telling a few more people, and here we are 10 years later. Global Wealth Trade is very unique in the direct sales platform, MLM platform, because again, as I mentioned, every one of them, according to DSA, there's over 2,000 companies that are registered, 96% nutrition, telecom, skincare. So when you have this much competition, then the market is saturated. Everybody tends to sell the best juice or the best skincare. Nobody sells the second best. Everyone's got the best juice. It's tough to promote products that everyone claims to have the best of. So with us, we're the only company that's in the luxury and designer fashion in the whole industry worldwide. So our distributors, we call luxury consultants, don't have to go through the same process that other distributors from other companies go through, the same challenges, so the same type of rejections. So because of that, the 3 stats that we have absolutely overpowers the DSA averages. We have our activity ratio, which is, and those people actually doing things every month, is about 400% higher than the DSA average, which is every company. And our retention ratio, people staying with the company, is about 500% higher than the whole DSA average. And our ED ratio, earning per distributor ratio, is a ratio that I create for the industry, is about 800% higher than the DSA average for every other company worldwide. So when you take a look at those stats, then you know that what we're doing is completely different stratosphere than anyone else out there, and the results show it. It's been interesting because, see, I don't dictate that. See, with me, my primary job is 2 things. Making sure we've got the absolute best products in the world, make sure the checks are on time, that people are getting paid. So, but generally, it's in our industry, it's the soldiers on the field, it's the distributors, in our case, luxury consultants that dictate where we go. We don't dictate that, we're there to support. So if our LC says, we want to go to Brazil, we want to go to the United States, we want to go to Australia, well, that's what we do, and we support them to be able to expand in those markets. Billion-dollar company. It won't take 10 years, so we're going to get there much quicker than that. So the very first target since 2005 for me was to the billion, to the billion, to the billion. It was just I wanted to target much bigger than myself, because my life has been pretty blessed. I made my first million when I was 25 years old, and I launched this company at 36. So it wasn't about me. I wanted a target that keep me active for a while so we can change a lot of lives. And of course, when you hit the billion, 70% of our revenues go back as commissions and incentives and bonuses to our workforce. So that's $700 million in commissions going out. So one of my targets is, again, creating 1,000 millionaires. So where we want to go, first one is to the billion. After that, we'll see. It's incredible. Look, initially we all like money. We all have to pay our bills, the debts, and maybe upgrade our lifestyle. But once you've got your toys, you have no debt, you got some money in the bank, you've got, the luxuries of life, other things become priority. And in my case, it's not about the money anymore. Money's good, but it doesn't really motivate me. It's about the story. It's about the gratification. It's about, taking a young programmer from TELUS who making $60,000 a year to make $100,000 a month. It's about that. He's married from day one. He's a full-time father and full-time husband. It's about, somebody who, was struggling in a job, and all of a sudden now they go buy themselves a brand new luxury car. We get stories like this that come in every single week. And because of that, that's what drives me. And he never gets old, because I've been doing this for 26 years. I've trained over 1 million people and directly over 200,000 people. I've seen stories, I've created stories like this. Every single one of them, it touches you, because you've just changed someone's life. It's not about you anymore at this point. It's about doing something, putting some ideas together, work really hard at it, and seeing the results. So my reward is the next story. All I can say is that if you're watching this for the very first time, consider this, because there's a lot of companies that talk a lot of hype, and everyone talks about having the best company. We're a Canadian company. That makes us very unique. We're in a luxury design fashion house, makes us the only one. We've got the world's best compensation plan, and that's not us saying this, as the regulators and media and everyone else saying this. So, and of course, we've set every DSA record that there is. The performance is right there. So at this point, you want to take a look at this, only because we're the only one that's doing what we do. You can always do something else, but then when you do something else, there's 2,000 other companies doing exactly just that. Like I said, it's hard to promote product lines that everybody pretends that they have the best of. But in our business, you don't have to go, walk through the hot coals that other distributors from other companies have to walk through. So it's a tremendous opportunity. Look at what we're doing, and I'll have to say is that welcome aboard.